Ambulance service, is the patient breathing?
I've fallen in the night. I'm now finding it really difficult to move because it's so painful.
She's struggling to breathe at the moment. Seems like it's deteriorating.
He's a diabetic and I can't get into him. I've got the key and I can't get in. He's got the chain on.
Start to the morning, eh? I know.
We're on board with the paramedics of West Midlands Ambulance Service.
This job changes every day.
Can we get fire or police, somebody with bolt cutters?
Pay for even when I'm pressing here.
Saving lives and making a difference every day.
You say the patient's been stabbed?
In a medical emergency,
You're all right.
6 million people rely on them.
You can go to people giving birth and in their most traumatic time of their life.
You could be having a bleed on your brain.
OK, mate, move in.
Filming simultaneously with 7 paramedic crews.
It's got loads of things going on. Take steady breath for me.
Capturing life on the front line.
There's no price you can put on saving somebody's life.
Oh God, my trousers are a bit tight today.
It's 6:30 a.m. and the paramedics are suited and booted for another 12-hour shift.
Oh, right, I've got all the radios. Yeah. It's supposed to be hot today, isn't it? Yeah. Might have to take my coat off. I'm moving now. Right, OK. Right. Okay.
As the skies brighten over the West Midlands, thoughts drift to sunnier climes.
What's the worst holiday you've ever been on? I was in Zante and I was in an earthquake. 6.8 on the Richter scale.
We all just got food poisoning. Literally every single person was just throwing up and shitting everywhere. Oh no.
Well, the last time my mum ran my dad over, literally in the car.
Deliberately, or...?
I went to Mallorca once and was there for 2 weeks and it rained for like 12 days. That's where I'm going.
Paul.
Abdul.
Action.
Snap.
I worked at the safari park, and it was my job the one day to jet wash the lion enclosure, and obviously before the lions was let out.
Yeah.
I had a man watching me with his gun and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, anyway, my protector in the Jeep decides that he needs to use the facilities. The person in the tower sees the Jeep leaving sight. Thinks, so, it's all clear.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fine. It's nearly time to open. I'll let the lions out. Well, I happen to just turn around and glance over my shoulder.
Right.
There's 5 lionesses charging towards me, full pelt.
So were you scared, mate, when you had these lines?
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared.
Yeah.
The old survival kicked in. Let's just say. My legs moved very quick.
I'm impressed you managed to move that quick.
But I can move quick when I want to. Mate, Usain Bolt has got nothing on me.
Ambulance service, is a patient breathing?
He is, but we can't make any sense out of him. He's a diabetic and I can't get into him. But I've got the key and I can't get in. He's got the chain on. Tony! Tone, can you open the door?
We're off to a patient presenting with slurred speech. The patient's diabetic. The brother-in-law is not sure what is happening. It could be a hypo.
When we saw this was a diabetic hypo, it's a concern, because if your blood sugars drop too low, your heart can potentially stop and have a cardiac arrest. Can I get in the property? Chain on door. Oh, well, door's getting kicked in, mate. So, right in here. That red door there, yeah. You all right, mate?
Yeah, we've got something.
What's that, buddy?
Well, he won't open the door to anybody. So, I don't know if he's stuck down the bottom here, but we can't get in because I can unlock it, but it's got a chain on and everything.
It's ambulance, matey! Tony!
When 78-year-old Tony was unable to answer the door, his brother-in-law Mick called 999.
Is he talking like he normally talks?
What's the matter, mate?
He's not talking like he normally talks.
He's diabetic, isn't he?
Yeah, put the door in, mate.
With Tony unable to speak clearly or move, it's likely he's having a diabetic hypo. It's a time-critical emergency.
Tony, where are you?
He's stuck behind the door.
Is there another door in, mate?
No.
Tony,
No back door?
Can you move away from the door?
He's at the bottom of the stairs, mate. Yeah. No, you know, on the right-hand wall?
Yeah.
Is it painted clean, or is there marks on it?
It should be clean, like.
It could be blood, mate.
Yeah, that's blood.
He's come down the stairs.
Yeah.
Tony, have you moved?
I opened the letterbox and I thought, that looks like blood.
You're thinking, well, where's this blood come from?
Yeah.
What's up? He's obviously at the bottom of the stairs. Has he gone top to bottom to the stairs? What kind of injuries has he got? Where's the blood coming from?
Can you take a photo?
I'm going to try. He's very confused. His pupils are fully dilated. He's not making much sense. I'll break his foot if I get as well.
0, go ahead, forward.
Yeah, can we get fire or police, somebody with bolt cutters for a chain?
Tony lives in a first-floor flat, so has no back door. To get out, he has to come down a steep flight of stairs to the front door.
There is blood on the wall, we can see through the letterbox, so we're querying trauma, top to bottom of the stairs. Over.
Yeah, fire attendant, ETA 3 minutes for you, received.
Yeah, Roger. Paul, 3 minutes.
Okay.
So potentially he's got an injury on top of having low blood sugar. How long has he been on the floor? Has he been there all night? So there's a variety of things you've got to consider. But the first thing is we need to get access to him. We need to get to Tony quickly.
Tony, don't go to sleep, mate. Keep talking to me. Fire engines will be here shortly.
I would say that all kind of nice tasting food and drink is generally bad for you. Because when you think about it, I'd be quite happy to eat chips and chocolate and drink beer all day. Wow, it's bad for you, isn't it?
Would you like to eat just chips and beer, Neil?
Oh,
and live,
I do.
and you'd live longer? Why does junk food taste so nice?
Probably because of the salt content.
Yeah, more salt. You always want more salt on it,
Yeah.
don't you? And fat. I always think fat tastes quite nice, don't you?
I always think, if it's the other way around with veg, fruit, if you ate that like it was junk food, I bet you that'd be really bad for you. They'd say, oh, you must eat some chocolate. You just haven't got enough sugar in your diet.
Ambulance service, is the patient breathing? She's struggling to breathe at the moment. She's got COPD and she's been in bed for 2 weeks. Seems like it's deteriorating.
Female in her 60s, difficult in breathing, and that's all we've got. You know when you get a sixth sense about a job? You think this woman's going to be really ill? Yeah. She is.
We do get a sixth sense sometimes going to jobs, and 9 times out of 10 we're right, and it's hard to explain. You just read the job and you think, I think this is a proper job.
That one at the end there, isn't it? Hello there. What's your name? How can we help you? Oh, we've got difficulty in breathing.
COPD.
Pop your finger in here while we're talking.
65-year-old Linda has an incurable lung disease called COPD. When she was struggling to breathe, her son called 999. Daughter-in-law Hayley is with her.
Can we try and sit you up a bit more in bed? You better sat right up. Because your oxygen levels are on the lower side. Your heart rate's up, okay, and your sats on air are 72%, which is way low to what we want. Oxygen levels at 72% essentially mean that your brain and all of your organs are being starved. Ultimately, that can lead to death of tissue. Yeah, I'll tell you what, stick that on. Oh. That's it, just... All right, just calm it down, calm it down. So when did your breathing start to get bad then?
I woke up at 4 this morning.
Yeah.
And then... Oh. Oh, please help me, Lord.
You can't help but feel slightly panicked yourself when someone's saying, please help me, but it's certainly, as a paramedic, it certainly focuses the mind on what you're doing and what you're going to do for this person. Can I have your arm a minute? I know we're attacking you from all angles, aren't we?
I don't care.
Right, sharp scratch on your arm, okay? Here we go.
Go on. Ah, oh, dear, please help me.
Keep talking to me, Tony.
In Dudley, paramedic Abdul and student paramedic Paul are trying to reach Tony. They suspect he's having a diabetic hypo and is trapped behind his front door.
He's fallen. We don't know whether it's top to bottom of stairs, so it might be best going up from the back and down the stairs so we can assess him properly.
With blood seen on the wall, it looks like Tony has fallen down a flight of stairs, badly hitting his head. The fire service has been called.
That's the door, that's his foot.
And there's only a small landing at the bottom of the stairs. We can't get to the train either now because he's moved his foot.
Okay, no worries. Come up to my guys, see if we can get around that way.
Come on, sound.
We'll be in a minute, mate. Fire brigade are here, okay? Tony?
What's slurred speech?
Yeah, he's got slurred speech.
With Tony's condition worsening, firefighters search for a way to get into his flat.
Chuck us, screwdriver, mate.
Are you happy for me to use your ladder to go in?
Yeah, if you're happy with that.
Yeah, that's fine. We're good?
Okay, mate.
With no other way of reaching Tony, Abdul follows the firefighters' lead.
No, glass in there. Cleared all this.
That's fine. Yep.
Come in, mate.
I'm in. Wonderful. Cheers, mate. You all right, Tony?
All right. Okay.
Got any pain in your neck?
Don't know.
You got any pain in your back?
No.
No?
Don't know.
Don't know?
No.
Okay. Just gonna do your blood sugars, mate. Okay? Where's all the blood come from?
He's got his head on the side, yeah.
He's got a big lump on the top of his head as well. There was blood. He was lying on top of his walker. There was blood on the walls. He felt very cold as well. His blood sugars were low. We need to get him out of there quickly. It is awkward because he's in front of the door, so all equipment had to be brought around the property, up the ladder, then down the stairs. Sharp scratch. Passes the cannulation kit, mate.
Yep. Okay.
Can we get this chain cut off, mate? His blood sugars are 0.9. I need some glucose. Your blood sugars are too low. Paul!
Yo!
Give him the spinal board head blocks.
Yeah. Basically, all this, mate, all this needs to go up.
As well as critically low blood sugar levels, Abdul suspects Tony may have injured his back when he fell. To avoid any further damage, he'll need to be brought out on a spinal board.
Nice one, mate, thank you.
I'm just trying to get a vein. The light down here isn't the best. Right, sharp scratch, mate. Well, that didn't work. Tony was very cold when he was at the bottom of the stairs. Obviously, your veins retreat into your body because try and keep you warm. So I couldn't feel any veins, I couldn't see any veins, so it was very difficult to cannulate. I had a few goes, and in the end I decided just to leave it, and we'll just get him out before I have another look on the ambulance.
Do you want some glucogel for now? Got it?
Yeah, I've got it, mate. Right, mate, I'm going to put this in your mouth.
The priority is to increase Tony's blood sugars, but with no access to a vein, Abdul places a sugar gel in his mouth.
Rub it around your gums, okay? That's it, just get it in your gums. Good man.
Just watch the glass on the floor.
Yeah, so, man. I've got a defib on me. You got it, mate?
As Abdul is going to need help moving Tony, Paul also heads up the ladder.
There's that lump on the top of his head. I'm not happy about that.
You've had nebulizers before, I take it?
Only in hospital.
To the north of Worcester, paramedic Neil and technician George are with Linda. She has COPD and dangerously low blood oxygen levels.
Oh, I can't breathe, honestly.
I'm just going to take it off for a minute.
George gives Linda a nebulizer. This contains a drug that she can inhale, which should help open her airways.
Oh, dear, please help me. Oh, my God.
That's it, just try and slow it down a bit.
Having experienced shortness of breath myself, it's extremely scary. No matter what anyone says to you, just breathe. It sounds so simple, but in those moments, it's not. So I'm just mixing this drug up. It's what we call hydrocortisone, okay? And it will reduce inflammation in your lungs, hopefully help you out of it.
Right, so that's that.
You have to do it fairly slowly, all right?
As well as the nebulizer, Neil gives Linda a steroid drug intravenously. Together, they should start to ease her breathing.
So that's a 92 now, that.
I don't know what we do without you people.
Well, what can we say? You feel a bit easier? Yeah, all right, okay.
I panic a lot, that's what I do.
Yeah, well, I'd be panicking as well if I were you.
I'm just glad I stopped smoking, Ada.
When did you stop smoking?
14 years ago, Ada.
Did you work? What industry were you in?
Bicycle parts and...
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
They said it couldn't be chemicals,
Yeah.
Two of the most common causes of COPD are smoking and air pollution, and Linda has been exposed to both.
It's quite often we see people with COPD that have had jobs in industrial environments with chemicals and that, isn't it?
And dusty environments, yeah. What did you do for a living? I mean, at the time you don't realise how it's going to affect you in later life, do you?
Good colour on your face now.
There you go. You still got to go to hospital though.
Your worker breathing's still a bit too high, really, but we're not expecting to wave a wand and cure you here.
I'll put you on just a little bit of oxygen, I think. All right, so just give you a little bit of a trickle. Like I say, they seem to come right down again. This was a life-threatening condition. Linda needed to be in hospital as soon as possible. Her SATs were dangerously low. We knew we needed to get her out of the house very quickly and travel on blue lights to hospital.
Oh, I can't breathe. Can't breathe.
Sit there then for a minute. You're all right.
She panics.
Sorry for all this.
It's all right.
When Linda gets anxious, it stops her taking deep breaths, making it difficult to move her.
When I lean back, see, I can't breathe.
Yeah, no, yeah.
That's what it is.
Should we try it one last time? Yeah? Tell you what, let's think outside the box a little bit. Grab that pillow off there. What I'm thinking, that in there like that. Listen, we do this every day, okay?
Okay. Hup.
Getting Linda out of the property was a challenge, bearing in mind she's very short of breath. Trying to get her to sit and somewhat relax on a chair while we carry her down the stairs sounds easier than it is done.
And we'll sit you right up.
Oh, God, I can't do this.
That's it, you're all right.
You're doing really well. Just ringing in an alert to you, exacerbation of COPD, SATs on oxygen 91%. We have a heart rate of 120. Okay, George, let's get moving then.
In the UK, COPD affects around 3 million people like Linda, making it the second biggest cause of hospital admissions.
So I've obviously contacted the hospital, okay, and they're going to see you straight away, okay?
The journey to Worcestershire Royal Hospital takes 35 minutes.
So, you feel a bit better?
I do, and the blood takes 1,000 times better.
Oh, brilliant.
I do, honestly.
We were a bit worried about you.
In A&E, doctors will stabilise Linda's oxygen levels and look at how to manage her COPD better.
Well, like you said, we had a sixth sense with that job.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird how you can tell?
Yeah, I don't know. I get like a bit of a gut feeling before you get there.
She felt a lot better, didn't
Yeah,
she?
yeah.
By the time we got here, so we've done something right.
Yeah.
Chuck, is the head locks, please. Have we got the scoop up here as well?
Yeah.
In Dudley, Abdul and Paul are trying to move Tony. He's having a diabetic hypo and needs to go to hospital.
We'll get the scoop under him.
Yep.
We'll slide him up the scoop. We're going to have to support his head and then bring him up. Move this leg. We're going to put you on a plastic board.
You got the scoop.
Okay. Do you want to come here?
Yeah.
And you straddle him as well.
So-
And we'll get the two fire up the top here. You grab his head, then I'll grab his torso.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. Right, straddle him.
We had to be really careful how we moved him because you can't tell what's going on.
No, and you've got to assume the worst.
The slightest wrong movement from us could have quite a detrimental effect on the rest of Tony's life.
Everybody ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, on slide, ready, steady, slide.
Yeah.
It's all right, mate, it's okay. We need to slide him up here. This isn't going to be nice. On three. 1, 2, 3. That's better.
Okay.
Right, head goes there, that slides on either side.
Once Tony is safely on the board, Abdul and Paul can move him to the ambulance.
Right, we good? Right, come on. You could open the back of the truck. Right, guys, thank you. Thanks, guys.
Right, Tony, I need to pop this on your face, matey, okay?
Your veins are shocking, mate. Sharp scratch.
Hello, mate. I've got a silver trauma for you.
After more than an hour extracting Tony, Paul lets the hospital know they have an elderly trauma patient.
He dropped 13 stairs, 4 flights of stairs. Patient is diabetic. His BM levels have risen with glucagel.
No, I can't get a line in, mate. Yeah, just get going then.
Okay. Yep, no worries. Okay, mate, move in.
That's fine, go for it. Tony needed to go to hospital because his blood sugars were low. We did manage to bring them up with some glucose gel. It only asked for a short period, so we needed to get him out rather quickly. All right, pop this in. Open your mouth for me. Put it around your gums.
With no access to Tony's veins, Abdul continues to give him liquid glucose in the form of a gel.
Good man.
On blue lights, it's a 5-minute journey to Russell's Hall Hospital in Dudley.
Bring that down a bit, buddy. There we go.
Here, Tony's spine will be x-rayed, his head wound closed, and his blood sugar levels stabilized.
What are you having for breakfast? I've got a protein shake. Oh, it's just down there, but I've only had a little bit of it. I think we definitely get through a 12-hour shift mainly through our utter random conversations and
snacks.
And the snacks. We always have a bag of snacks.
Yeah.
I think it's just never going to stop.
Just bring snacks in for each other, don't we?
We do.
Yeah.
It's great. Got my waffles in my bag. I just haven't quite toasted them yet.
They're going to be a dusty mess in an hour, aren't they?
All my food just gets crushed in my bag and then I forget about it and then just have piles of crushed up food.
Oh, you calling about yourself or somebody else today?
I've fallen in the night and I'm now finding it really difficult to move because it's so painful. It's in the area of my right kidney. I think I was sleepwalking.
We've got 80-year-old Jeanette, but she's fallen in the night and hurt her back.
They say she's on the floor.
She gives that impression. We often go to people that fall at night time, don't we? It's really quite common.
I just find it a bit strange that there wasn't a call sooner.
Yeah. I mean, it's quite common, isn't it, though, that that generation tend to wait quite a while often,
They do.
don't they? Jeanette, the ambulance. Oh, there you are. My name's Lisa. This is Danny coming in. Who have we got here as well?
That's my husband. He's not well either.
Is he not well? Oh, bless you.
8-year-old Jeanette looks after her husband Bill, but after falling in the night, she's the one who needs help.
And I fell.
Feels quite warm as well.
And I banged my back in the area of my right kidney. I think I must have been sleepwalking.
So you were able to get yourself up off the floor?
I did, yeah.
Not too bad?
Just that with my husband not well.
Yeah.
I can't do anything for him at the moment.
I think Jeanette, bless her, she was more concerned about her husband, so I think maybe that's why she didn't initially call straight away. She didn't want to leave him.
Give us a shout, any pain.
It's just in the kidney area.
That side?
Not there, no. That's where it is, that's where it is, okay.
So I think there's a few considerations really, isn't there? Are we safe to stay home? Should we see how we are standing and walking?
Could you put your hand over where the pain is?
Here?
No.
Under ribs on this.
there.
Yeah, there, you see, that's where the pain is.
The other consideration is whether we've injured our kidney. We wanted Jeanette to walk to the bathroom because she wasn't keen to go to hospital. We had to make sure that she was safe. So you have to be able to maintain your own dignity, go to the bathroom, do the basic kind of tasks if you're to stay at home.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Across the West Midlands, we're following 7 paramedic crews simultaneously as they work a typical 12-hour day shift.
So there's a chair right behind you, Jeanette. There you go.
Yeah, there's a chair.
In Malvern, paramedics Lisa and Danny are treating retired schoolteacher Jeanette. She fell on her back and now the pain is so bad she can hardly move.
I think if we can't even get to the bathroom, I think we're really going to struggle just to even get up and down the stairs.
This week has just been the absolute end of the line, really. And to do this, to hurt my back like this, when Bill needs me so much.
Jeanette felt quite a responsibility that she wanted to stay at home and look after Bill. There was quite a lot going on for both of them. It must have been really stressful. Jeanette, if we were to go to hospital, they might be quite satisfied that it's soft tissue, but then they'll be able to prescribe you more pain relief, really.
Okay.
Unable to cope with the pain, Jeanette agrees to go with Lisa and Danny to the hospital.
So it looks like we're going to have to take your lady into hospital. So our issue now is what we're going to do with you.
I'll be all right. I'm just tired at the moment.
You're tired?
Easy, actually.
I felt quite concerned when we had to leave Bill at home, but bless him, he was quite adamant that he was okay and that he would manage while Jeanette was being checked out at the hospital.
Satisfied that Bill will be okay on his own,
Oh, well done.
Lisa and Danny help Jeanette down the stairs.
My sweetheart,
Ring somebody if you need help, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Take care.
Ready, steady, lift. You can try and get yourself into the most comfortable position that you've got there. Okay. You don't need to take it out of your mouth at all.
Lisa gives Jeanette gas and air to inhale. This should help ease her pain on the 30-mile journey to the Alexandra Hospital in Redditch.
Right, ready?
Yeah.
Here, doctors will investigate what's causing the severe pain in Jeanette's back. Every day, West Midlands Ambulance Service receives over 4,000 calls for help.
Is she conscious? Have you lost enough red blood to fill a mug?
Most callers are worried and scared, but still polite. However, some callers are less understanding.
You need to be able to take control of the situation and navigate it to build that rapport and get the caller to listen to you so they can trust you to help them.
Ambulance service, is the patient breathing?
Yes, I'm in the square line.
Okay, bear with me. Are you the patient or somebody else?
No, I just don't feel well, like.
What's the address of the emergency? Where exactly are you?
Well, I'm in the square, baby.
Okay, you say in the square, but we cover all off the West Midlands, so is there any shops that you're outside of, anything like that?
I don't understand why it's so hard.
Listen, we can't just send an ambulance out to everybody. We have to go through details first. How old?
I feel well. I just feel cold and I just don't feel well, like.
Have you got pain somewhere? You've got breathing? What exactly don't you feel well with?
I just don't feel well, lovely.
It can be very frustrating when the caller won't give you an exact reason for the ambulance. We're not there, so we need all the information that they can give us.
I can't do anything, like. I can't fucking breathe hardly, like.
Okay, so you feel like it's harder for you to breathe at the moment whilst you're not doing anything? Okay, so we've got some help organised for you. I do need to make you aware that at the moment the ambulance service is under significant pressure and it may be several hours before an ambulance may become available. Is there any way at all that you can safely get your own way to the local hospital emergency department?
So basically, I've got here and die, like. Fuck off.
Pardon?
Fuck you.
Okay, there's no need to start swearing now, is there? I'm just trying to get some help organised for you.
Getting sweared at and verbally abused down the phone for things that are out of my control is never nice to deal with, and it's something that we shouldn't have to deal with.
That's like totally wrong, like.
Okay. Obviously, I appreciate it's not ideal waiting a few hours for an ambulance, but that is unfortunately the situation that the ambulance service is in at the moment.
Oh, I smell that. Bit of silage in it.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
I'd wake you up in the morning.
I like the smell of it.
Not that smell.
Oh, yeah. It's lovely. I'll tell you what does smell bad, chicken poo. Have you ever been past the field that's had chicken poo?
No.
Oh my God.
Is there a difference between cow poo and chicken poo? I don't know if
I'd say chicken poo's a lot more acrid. It kind of gets to the back of your throat.
Brings a tear to your eye.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
I'd rather not smell either, to be honest.
Clear your nose out.
Smell of the countryside.
Ambulance service, is a patient breathing?
Yes. My husband's saying he can't stand.
I've just got this terrible pain and I don't seem to be able to breathe.
Right, we've got a 70-year-old male with abdominal pains, shortness of breath, unable to talk and unable to move.
So with abdomen pain, we could be looking at an aneurysm within the tummy, which if that bursts, that can be fatal.
Nausea and vomiting, unable to go to the toilet. Sounds like he's got loads of things going on. Hello, it's an ambulance crew. I'll just feel your pulse or you're just telling me what's happening or...
Yeah, I've got this terrible pain in my stomach, in my bowel. I can't breathe anymore. And I've lost all my energy because I'm quite a fit person.
Yeah, OK.
70-year-old Mike has been in pain for 3 days. When his condition worsened, his wife Susan called 999.
So the abdominal pain, how bad is that pain?
It goes from 10 down to about 6.
Right. You don't normally suffer with any stomach problems or bowel problems?
You're pretty regular. I mean, I had this bad tummy 2 days ago, and I went to bed all right. But then at 3 o'clock, bang.
With the abdominal pains is really what woke you up. Yeah, so you felt sick as well with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
So the concern that this pain has woken Mike up so suddenly would suggest that it's potentially something serious, that we need to identify what that is. 37.8.
Yeah, your temperature's up a little bit.
His bowels have always been a little bit.
Would you say they've been off recently?
Well, I've just stopped going now. I usually go about 4 times a day.
If you've got abdominal pain and you can't go to the toilet, it's always on our mind, is it a blockage or not?
Bowel blockages can be extremely serious to the point it can be fatal.
Is KFC something big with the Asian community?
I think we just eat a lot of chicken.
So I used to do the shopping for the care home, and a lot of our staff was Asian staff. And they was always moaning, because I'd do it Sunday lunch, but they could never have it because it was normal chicken.
Yeah.
So I started paying a bit extra, so halal chicken, so they could have it, and they was well happy.
Yeah. What's your secret recipe? Have you got 12 herbs and spices that you rub on?
No, mate, it's not 12 herbs and spices, a bit of salt and pepper and bang it in the oven sort of thing.
No masala?
No masala.
No spice, no heat?
No turmeric, no masala.
Nothing?
No. No spice on a Sunday lunch, man. Traditional Sunday lunch.
Add some spice on that. Rub some funk on that. Otherwise, it's very bland.
My Sunday lunches are not bland.
Is the call about yourself or somebody else?
Yeah, it's myself. I'm 6 months pregnant. I have a pain in my tummy. There is a drop of blood in my discharge too.
One eight.
Cat 1 for a 25-year-old who is 6 months pregnant. She's actually got pain in her abdomen and she's got some bloody discharge.
All received a mobile, thank you. Possible miscarriage.
6 months?
6 months.
Paul looks up the latest guidance on premature births.
24 weeks. I think preterm's classed as 22 weeks. If a baby is born at 24 weeks, they do need advanced care. Having them born at home is not ideal, so you would potentially just try and get them on the ambulance and get them to the hospital. I don't know what we're going to find. Grab the maternity pack, mate.
In West Bromwich, Abdul and Paul have been sent to a woman who's pregnant and complaining of abdominal pain.
What's happened? Right, okay. So you got some bleeding today as well?
Yeah.
Any clots?
No.
How far pregnant are you?
6 months.
6 months. Right. Any other problems?
Just bleeding and...
Just the bleeding.
So this started this morning, spotting?
Last night.
Last night? Okay.
This is 25-year-old Simranjeet's first baby. Husband Harjeet is with her.
Do blood pressure and stuff, mate. What colour's the blood, darling? Is it dark? Is it bright?
Light.
So we've got fresh blood.
First, Abdul checks Simranjeet's blood sugar levels.
3.5, mate. When's the last time you had something to eat?
Morning.
Your sugar's below what it should be. Your sugar should be at least 4. Yours is 3.5. Grab one of them, eat that, darling.
So this patient's blood sugars were low, regardless of whether she's pregnant or not. A patient's blood sugar being low needs dealing with straight away anyway. So offering high-carb food and sugary food is the best thing to do, just to bring it up naturally.
Do you want to stand up for me? I'll just do your blood pressure.
Okay.
Now keep this arm nice and straight, just down by your side.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Is everything normal?
Yeah, the blood pressure's brilliant. Your heart's going a little bit quick. You're probably a bit anxious.
Although Simranjeet's observations are normal, Abdul and Paul still don't know what's causing her pain.
Are you in any pain at the minute, sweetheart? Any pain? Whereabouts? Tummy? Yeah? Spreading straight across?
Yeah.
How much pain? If 0 was no pain, 10 was terrible pain. How much?
ਵਿੱਚ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਟੈਰੀਬਲ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਫਿਰ ਨਾਰਮਲ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਫਿਰ
ਥੋੜਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜਾਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ?
ਮਤਲਬ ਕਿ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਬੈਠੀ ਆ ਨਾ ਇੱਕਦਮ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਫਿਰ ਬਹੁਤ ਦੇਰ ਰਹੇਗਾ ਫਿਰ ਹਲਕਾ ਹਲਕਾ ਘੱਟ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਫਿਰ ਇੱਕਦਮ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ।
It is handy being able to speak Punjabi just in case there isn't anybody there to translate. At times I am the translator as well as being the paramedic.
Jada hunda?
Yeah. We'll go 7. So it's okay when she's sitting and then every so often it'll just bang, it's up. So Samranjeet did need to go to hospital because she was bleeding. It can be normal in pregnancy, but it wasn't normal for her, so she needed to be examined at hospital.
Okay, darling. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to have a quick listen to your tummy. Okay, sweetie. So I'm not concerned at the moment. I can't hear anything wrong.
All good?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Minutes later, Simranjeet arrives at Birmingham City Hospital's maternity department.
We're there now.
Here, medics will run tests to look for the cause of her pain and to make sure that she and her baby are healthy.
I was expecting
A lot worse?
something worse.
Yeah, that's the problem, I think. It comes through and you think, you expect the worst. I'm glad it wasn't.
Glad it wasn't.
Yeah.
Do you mind me exposing your abdomen?
In Evesham, Neil and George are with Mike, who has severe abdominal pain.
I've had a listen. It does sound a little reduced movement in there.
Yeah.
So what I'd like to do now is have a feel of your tummy. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Tell me if it's hurting. Is it hurting there?
Yeah.
It looks like, yeah.
Yeah, that makes me feel like I've got to puke. Yeah.
Okay. If everyone can stay quiet, I'm going to kind of give your tummy a tap, okay? The reason I tapped Mike's abdomen is to listen for high or low sounds when tapping. This could suggest fluid or air in the abdominal cavity.
It hurts more that one than any of them. Yeah.
That's what we call hyperresonance there.
Yeah.
Okay, so it would suggest kind of almost trapped air. Your bowel sounds, they're slower than what I would expect as a normal bowel sounds. They're there, which is a good thing. So your tummy's generally tender all over, and then when I've given you a bit of a tap over your tummy there, we've got hyperresonance here.
Yeah.
We're going to recommend hospital, and we're going to offer you pain relief in the form of probably morphine. So Mike needs to get to hospital because he did show signs of infection. Now this could be that his bowel is perforated from the blockage, and we're starting to see infection in the abdominal cavity. I don't know.
Be safe.
From what you're saying, it's not quite normal for
Not
you.
what I want, it's what my wife wants.
That's it.
That's
so what do you want? Happy wife, happy life. That's the saying. Is it okay if I put a little cannula in your arm, yeah?
Yeah.
Mike was clearly in a lot of pain. He'd already had paracetamol, but this wasn't going to touch it. So morphine is one of the best drugs we can give to help his pain, and will make him more comfortable en route to hospital. So we're just going to go with the morphine just now. One thing is just sit on the edge of the bed first. That's it. Right, hold on there a minute, just get your bearings.
With the help of wife Susan, Mike is able to walk to the ambulance.
I know you're in safe hands, so why not?
That's it. Yeah, I've been doing it 21 years.
Oh, well, long enough.
I think I've got the hang of it. How's the pain?
Probably zonked.
Zonked, yeah, no problem.
With the morphine starting to take effect, Neil and George head for A&E.
I won't keep nattering to you. I'll keep an eye on you and do a bit of paperwork, all right?
After a 16-mile drive, Mike arrives at Worcestershire Royal Hospital.
At least it's not raining, that's the main thing.
Here, medical staff will investigate what's causing Mike's sudden and severe abdominal pain. Tests were unable to pinpoint the exact cause of Mike's pain. After 5 hours of investigations, he was allowed home. Simranjit, who was pregnant and had abdominal pain, was diagnosed with a urinary tract infection. 4 months later, she gave birth to a healthy baby girl called Jepchi. Jeanette, who fell and hurt her back, had x-rays to rule out damage to her kidneys. After 8 hours, she was allowed home to look after her husband, Bill. Linda, who was struggling to breathe, had an MRI, antibiotics, and a drip. It took several hours to regulate her oxygen levels. And Tony, who had low blood sugar levels and fell down a flight of stairs, was diagnosed with a broken neck, ribs, and toe. It was 5 weeks before he was well enough to be discharged. Next time.
What were you getting with reading the heart rate?
131, 125.
A patient in police custody has a dangerously fast heart rate.
In such a young person to have such an elevated heart rate and blood pressure can mean that there's a significant cardiac event happening.
A woman who's struggling to breathe refuses to go to hospital.
Right now, you're poorly, but if we leave you here, you're going to be very, very poorly. It is hard when patients refuse to go to hospital when you know that they really do need to be seen by somebody else and get the treatment that's required.
And paramedics struggle to treat a suspected drug overdose.
OK, everyone, if you please get off the ambulance, we need to start some treatment.
It can be quite scary when there's people banging on the side of the ambulance. You don't know what they want, if they're going to actually get onto the ambulance.